if I get mad enough, the shit will start happening. And y'all know this by now. I went black for like a week, and poof. Gotta go after that one. Poof. I came back. Poof. Long live.
Today we're diving deep into the wild, unrestrained life of Bloodhound Lil Jeff, a story filled with relentless chaos that's almost beyond belief. This is the life of Jeffrey Harris, known on the streets as Lil Jeff, Lil Jeffrey Dahmer, and Lil Jeff Hardy. Born on July 14, 2012 in Chicago, Illinois, Lil Jeff quickly carved out a reputation that resonated through the dangerous streets of his neighborhood. He became both a figure to fear and one to respect, a duality that only heightened his notoriety. His life was a brief but intense whirlwind of violence and chaos, earning him an infamous name within the community. Growing up in a challenging environment, Lil Jeff faced a harsh reality with his father mostly absent, leaving his mother to raise him and his two brothers in a world steeped in gang culture. From a young age, he was exposed to violence and crime, which shaped his worldview. By the age of 14, he had witnessed more brutality than most people could imagine. One fateful night, his house became the target of a drive-by shooting, and a bullet came within inches of claiming his life. Rather than instill fear in him, this close call hardened his resolve. After that traumatic experience, he made a vow never to be a victim again. As he recounted, "My crib got shot up when I was like 14. That bullet flew right past my face."
My crib got shot up when I was like 14. I was some stupid ass. The bullet, that bitch flew like right past my face. They had shot the back and the front. Then they blew the car and set that fire.
This mindset propelled Lil Jeff deeper into the street life. With the influence of his older brother, who was already entrenched in the gang scene, Lil Jeff found himself naturally drawn into that world. By the time he turned 18, he had fully jumped off the porch, committing wholeheartedly to the gang lifestyle that would soon define his existence. He wasn't just any gang member. He was a part of Drill City, a crew claiming territory around 79th and Maryland. This neighborhood became his battlefield, and every day felt like a war. Drill City had its fair share of rivals, including BK, Trap City, and TYMB, creating an environment rife with tension and violence. Lil Jeff thrived in this chaos, and he became notorious for his wild antics on social media, often going live to broadcast his location and daring his enemies to confront him. He flaunted his weapons online as if they were trophies, making it clear that he was not just playing a role for the cameras. This was his reality. He wanted everyone to know that he was a killer, openly hinting at having multiple bodies to his name. This wasn't just bravado. It was a chilling declaration of his life choices.
Same day gon' slide tomorrow. 30 shots up in the switch. He tries to run, we tap that taco. Stupid bitch get thick and drop low, then I
One of the most infamous moments in Lil Jeff's life followed the tragic death of his close friend Z Money. Initially, Drill City and Trap City maintained a fragile peace, but that changed drastically when Trap City allegedly took Z Money's life. For Lil Jeff, this event marked a turning point. It ignited a fire within him, leading to an intense desire for revenge. The death of his friend pushed him further into the depths of violence, as he sought to retaliate against those he believed were responsible. On June 25, 2023, Lil Jeff allegedly orchestrated a calculated hit on Trap City member Leo. As Leo was getting into a car, shots rang out, and he had no chance to escape the hail of bullets that ended his life. Following the incident, Lil Jeff wasted no time claiming responsibility on social media, where he boasted about the act as a form of vengeance for Z Money. He even dropped verses in his music that made it abundantly clear who was behind the hit, expressing pride in his ruthless actions.
Go ask the ops that Michael Drake. Go ask the ops that Michael Drake. Go ask my ops that Michael Drake. His ass ain't make. Go ask my ops that Michael Drake. His ass ain't get out that.
His social media presence became a testament to his unapologetic savagery, as he reveled in the notoriety that came from his violent lifestyle. But before we continue, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more stories about the wild lives of those who lived on the edge. Now, let's get back to Lil Jeff's story. Despite the intensity of his actions, the cycle of violence would eventually catch up to him. In June 2024, Lil Jeff planned an ambush on members of the rival Trap City gang, determined to assert his dominance and continue his quest for revenge. But this time, things took a tragic turn. As he sought to confront his enemies, he stepped out of his vehicle, ready to engage. However, the rival gang members were already prepared for his arrival. Before he could react, a hidden shooter opened fire, striking Lil Jeff multiple times. His crew was unable to provide the backup he desperately needed, and he fell to the ground under the relentless barrage of bullets. Reports indicate that the shooter fired over a dozen rounds, marking the violent end of Lil Jeff's chaotic journey through life. In the aftermath of his death, social media erupted with mixed reactions, ranging from grief among his supporters to celebrations among those who had long opposed him. This response highlights the brutal reality of the gang conflicts that define life in Chicago, a world where young lives are often caught in a cycle of retribution and violence, leading to tragic outcomes. Lil Jeff's story is a reflection of a harsh environment, where respect is gained through ruthless acts, and the consequences are often dire. Ultimately, Lil Jeff's life was marked by a relentless pursuit of power and respect, but it also serves as a cautionary tale of the dangers that accompany such a lifestyle. He was a man who lived by the gun, and in the end, he met the same fate that he had imposed on so many others. His story stands as a stark reminder of the realities faced by those entrenched in gang life in Chicago, where the line between life and death is perilously thin. As we close out this look into Bloodhound Lil Jeff's life, we reflect on the tragic cycle of violence that defined his existence. His journey is one of lost potential, a young life extinguished far too soon, and a reminder of the harsh realities that accompany the streets of Chicago. Let his story serve as a lesson that life is fragile, and the choices we make can lead us down paths we may never escape. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. We appreciate your support and hope to bring you more compelling stories in the future.